Okay, I'm calling to order the City Council, successor agency, and Stanton Housing Authority special meeting of this wonderful day. Roll call.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Council Agency Authority Member Taylor. Here. Council Agency Authority Member Torres is excused this evening. Council Agency Authority Member Van. Here. Mayor Pro Tem Vice Chairperson Warren. Here. And Mayor Chairman Schopper.
Thank you. Is there anyone in the audience who would like to address the council at this time?
Mr. Mayor, we have none.
Have we received any correspondence?
We have received none.
Thank you. HC, can you tell us about what our secret meeting is about?
Our closed session meeting, Mayor and Council, we have 2 items for closed session. The first is conference with legal counsel, existing litigation. That is the Tina Pacific Residents Association case. The second item is conference with real property negotiators, and that is for the listed properties on the agenda. Thank you.
Being said, we shall recess.
Sorry.
Come back.
Sorry, I missed one. My apologies. There's one more item that the city manager just reminded me of, the conference with legal counsel anticipated. Thank you.
City Council is proceeding to closed session at 5:31 p.m. We will reopen normal session at 6:30 p.m.
Okay, I'm going to reconvene our Stanton City Council, successor agency, Housing Authority, joint regular meeting for 6:30. Roll call, please.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Council Agency Authority Member Taylor.
Here.
Council Agency Authority Member Torres is excused this evening. Council Agency Authority Member Van. Here. Mayor Pro Tem Vice Chairperson Warren. Here. And Mayor Chairman Shaw.
Here. Mark, would you lead us in the flag salute tonight, please?
Right, if you stand, place your hand over your heart. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Mark. Okay, special presentation and awards. This evening, we are going to be presenting a proclamation declaring the month of September 2024 as Hunger Action Month in the city of Stanton. And as you all know, we do have the local food bank, food bank over on Mara Street, and they have been very, very helpful in the distributions that we partnered up with that we hold the 3rd Saturday of every month right here at our own Stanton Park. I think the most people we had was at Christmas and Thanksgiving. We did almost 3,000 cars. That was exciting, especially when they were waiting in the Home Depot parking lot to get here. But, you know, there is a need, and the need has grown. And I know that Mark and his organization has been very supportive of everything that I've tried to do, not only helping Stanton with the local schools, the local food pantries, the nuns over on Magnolia, and a variety of churches around. And so the partnership that I've had with them has been awesome. They've been very receptive to helping, picking up things. We picked up things, delivered from them. One of the things that we're very proud of is that we, a couple of years ago, actually had people that helped me with trucking pick up all the ones that supposed to be out. So we ended up getting a lot of food. I think that this is going to continue on, and so this is why we're making this award, not only to Mark, who is the CEO of Everyone Else. It's very great. It's free.
From the food bank? How do you get it? Where do you, because that's okay. I just wonder where your donations come from. But you can tell us later once he gets this order. I'm sorry.
It's not all free. We pay like, I think it's 6 cents a pound. We do that with donations. But there's also some things that you don't have to pay for. and it works out good. And you know, besides their source, I have a lot of sources that I try to work with. So we try to get as much as we can. Yeah, right. You got it. All right, here we go. I'm gonna read this. Hunger and poverty are issues of vital concern in California. Where 1 in 5 Californians face food insecurity on a daily basis and do not know where their next meal will come from. Everyone needs nutritious food and thrive, and food to thrive, and people are hardworking to provide this for themselves and their families. Yet over 3,300,000 individuals, including 85,000 children here in Orange County, are food insecure. The city of Stanton is committed to take steps to combat hunger in every part of our community and to provide additional resources that those are needed. As you know, Xenia and her group, I think it's the third Wednesday of every month, they are out there with the troops, from the Harvest Food Bank, giving out additional food on that particular day. So that works out really good. Anyway, as you know, Stanton is committed to working with the Orange County Hunger Alliance. Also, we educate people about what they can do to help. I think the more volunteers that we have, the more successful we're going to be. Orange County Food Bank and Second Harvest Food Bank collectively recorded an average of 806,985 individual food distributions this month. A lot of that came to us. Let's see. The other thing that's interesting is the poundage. Like I said, we give it to food pantries, soup kitchens, shelters, senior centers, schools, colleges, universities, and charity organizations. Abound Food Care also helps by recovering over 25 million pounds of edible food in Orange County each year. It's interesting, some of the food I got was from Disneyland, Honda Center, and also from a lot of the local supermarkets. And believe it or not, a lot of our public schools have food that's left over that we're also able to share with schools in areas that are less fortunate than they are. The month of September, again, has been dedicated as Hunger Action Month, and that's because we want to bring the attention to food security in our communities. We enlist the public to help us and support us in these actions. We need people out advocating in every community, and those that have should share. Food banks and other organizations across the country, including Orange County Hunger Alliance, will host numerous events during the month of September. I think we have one coming up shortly to help spread the awareness of what we can do to help local residents and different cities. Therefore, on behalf of my council, I, David John Shawver, Mayor of the City of Stanton, on behalf of my entire council and community, on this day of September, declare Hunger Action Month throughout our city of Stanton and encourage our citizens to join into making changes, raising public awareness, and educating them in their role of helping. Hopefully, as we go forward with this, we will continue to work together in symbiosis with our partners and feed as many people as we can. So let's go down and give this one out. Okay, good.
Thank you.
Good work. Thank you.
Oh, by the way, you can see if you read.
Okay. Mayor and City Council, thank you for drawing attention to important issues that affect the residents of your city. And in a community like Orange County, hunger does not exist because there's an absence of food. In fact, we have plenty of food in Orange County. In a community like ours, hunger is a symptom of poverty. We have too many people who have too few financial resources to meet their basic needs and have to make difficult choices each month between which bills to pay. So in Orange County, we have 2 food banks and 400 emergency feeding organizations that feed on average about 400,000 different people each year. A small number of them are homeless, a slightly larger number are unemployed, a slightly larger number than that are persons with a disability. But the 2 largest populations that receive food from our food bank are seniors on fixed incomes and people that are working in full-time jobs that simply can't earn enough to meet their basic needs. So that's the landscape. We are about 2 miles from your city hall. Mayor Dave has been in many, many times, but I would invite each of you to come in for a little tour and learn more about where all the food comes from, where it goes, and how a food bank in America operates. I suspect that each of you have social issues that you invest time and energy and resources in. Thank you for all that community work. I can testify to the fact that hunger is one of the issues that the mayor has invested a lot of sweat equity in. I actually see him on our warehouse floor sweating, picking up food and making sure it gets to your vulnerable residents in the city of San Antonio. So thank you very much. Yeah, so we are a private nonprofit organization like so many others in Orange County. So our financial resources are like a jigsaw puzzle that we put together. So we have major donors, we have direct mail, we have fundraising events, we write lots of grants. We operate 2 federal nutrition programs, and when we receive that food and hand it out, the federal government helps pay for some of the money that's involved in helping receive and store and distribute that food. So it comes from every source that you can imagine. Do you get something from the county? We don't get regular funding from the county, although we did recently. We started a diaper bank 4.5 years ago. It was entirely state funded. You may have read that the state of California had a $73 billion budget shortfall. And so we were at risk of losing that money. The County Board of Supervisors didn't want to see that valuable resource go away, so they invested $600,000 to help us keep the doors of the Orange County Diaper Bank operation. But on a regular basis, we don't receive a lot of funding directly from the County of Orange. The governmental funding that we receive is often from the federal government through the state or from the state to the community.
Are your employees paid, or are they all volunteers?
Yeah, so in the food bank, which is part of a larger charity, the Community Action Partnership of Orange County, does a lot. 2 family resource centers, a soup kitchen, health and nutrition programs. We pay people's utility bills, have home improvement programs. But within the food bank, 50 employees and 18,000 volunteers. So a core group of necessary employees, but the overwhelming majority of the labor that's involved in processing the 28 million pounds of food we distributed last year is done by 18,000 different volunteers. So it's a sight to see, and I encourage you to come on in. Thank you for your support.
Any other questions? Mark, thank you very much. Keep up the good work, and I'm sure that we'll have some of my council will be more than happy to visit with you and take an interest. Actually, most of them all of them at one time or another helped me out on the line, so they know pretty much what's going on. And Zennia right there is an outstanding job distributing food with her staff. So we're lucky to have that relationship also.
Thank you all.
At this time, I want to remind myself that we need to have a report out of our closed session from our city attorney.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. There's nothing to report out.
Thank you. All right, we're moving on to the consent calendar. Is there anybody from the audience that would like to pull any of the items? I think it goes A through K. Is there anybody who's to pull?
No, sir, I have received no request to pull from members of the audience.
Is there any written communications for
We have none, sir.
the staff? Is there a motion?
Can I pull my name?
9H? Okay, please pull 9H. I'll move the balance. Okay, all in favor? Aye. Anybody opposed? Thank you, that's 4-0. Okay, go ahead now, Bert.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. We have a request by Mayor Pro Tem to pull item 9H was the authority to advertise for construction in fiscal year 23-24 for the citywide street resurfacing project. Ms. Warren, your questions for staff.
I have 3 cul-de-sacs that are on me about that they get resurfaced. And the one thing I wanted to do was read it into the record that those 3 cul-de-sacs are getting resurfaced. That's it. They're, right near Carver Street. Yeah, so that's all. Then I'll move it. I'll move 9H.
I'll second. All in favor? Anybody opposed? That passes 4-0. Moving on. Okay. That is the end of the consent calendar. We have no public hearings, unfinished business 11A. And this is approval of ordinance 1146, an ordinance of the City Council amending section 20.50 of the Stanton Municipal Code pertaining to the standards for temporary use for special events. This was our second reading. If you have any questions, is there a motion?
I'll second Gary.
Okay, Gary moves it and Joel seconds it. All in favor? Anybody opposed?
Mr. Mayor, because this
We
is,
have to have public hearings, don't we?
we do, and then also a roll call vote
That's
is
what I
what is
thought.
necessary.
Can we get home?
I agree, let's go.
All right, is there anyone in the audience who would like to speak on this item, which is 11A? Okay, I'll close that, bring it back, roll call, we have a first and second.
We have a first by Councilmember Taylor, a second by Mayor Pro Tem Warren. I will now proceed with the roll call vote. Councilmember Van? Yes. Councilmember Taylor?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Warren?
Yes.
Mayor Shelter?
Yes.
Thank you. Item 11B passes.
On to 11B, again, a public hearing item. Approval of ordinance number 1149, an ordinance to the City Council amending chapter 10.04 of Title 9 of the Municipal Code to implement the speed limit consistent with current engineering traffic surveys. Is there anyone who would like to address this issue 11B? Okay, anything?
No written, sir.
I'll close the public hearing, bring it back. Is there a motion?
I'll second.
Okay, roll call please.
We have a motion by Mayor Pro Tem Warren, a second by Councilmember Van. I'll now proceed with the roll call vote. Councilmember Van? Yes. Councilmember Taylor?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Warren?
Yes.
And Mayor Shelter?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Item passes.
All right, 11C, I would recommend that we table this item until Councilmember Torres returns.
Also, Sebastian. It's such an integral part of it.
We've been working on it for so long.
Everybody,
I thought somebody else was going to do the presentation on it.
Definitely, but I do believe it's in the best interest that all 5 members are here to determine what's big items. I know, sir.
I think it's, I think
I want
they
to go
should,
home.
I think it's good they need to be here and participate. So if we're all okay with that, I'll make a motion to table.
I'll second.
Thank you, all in favor? Ready to close? Thank you. All right, now we're moving on to, 12A, new business. This is the annual League of California Cities Conference to appoint a voting delegate and voting delegate alternate. Okay, I think Alice you're going, right?
Yes, I'll be
And
there.
Gary, you're going. Is Donald going?
I don't think
So
so.
at this time, we do have 2 members attending, so it's yourself, and we are going to excuse Mr. Taylor from this event. And so it's also Councilmember Van. So if you want to designate Councilmember Van as a delegate, we'll have to as an alternate.
Okay, that's great. Alice, I'm the president, so I'll probably be tied up. So I really appreciate it.
I voted like 4 times in this event, so
Okay.
I know how it works.
Okay, so I make a motion that Alice Van be our resident, our delegate, and that I be the associate.
And then
Alternate.
also, Mr. Mayor, if you could provide the direction for the resolution that will be provided, that she will be voting on. Typically, you guys go with what's the best interest of the city, and I think doesn't be a delegate to determine that. Is that what council would like to proceed with?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So So we have the delegate as Councilmember Van, the alternate as Mayor Schopper, and then the direction is to write the direction on the best of the city by council. So we have a motion by Schopper. Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, item 12A passes.
And you have all communication with the public. Is there anyone from the public who would like to address the council on any items within our jurisdiction? Is there anybody like this?
Item 13, oral communication. Is there anybody that wishes to speak to the council at this time?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, you come to the microphone, sir. Mr. Mayor, we did have one inquiry.
So,
So we just have that you speak your name. Can you
I'm new to the city. I, applied for a business license, beginning of August. I'm in the recycling metal business. And, what I came to ask for actually was a little bit of extension, because I didn't realize I needed to do a full conditional use permit. And, now I'm in the process of doing that, but I'm running out of time here, so I was looking for a little bit of an extension so I can do it right. I'm making sure that we do cross all the T's and dot all the I's. So that's basically it. The name of the company is Metal Movers. I'm on 8371 Monroe Avenue in between Dale and Beach Boulevard. And we're a scrap metal recycling company that caters to some of the smaller industrial type aluminum, brass, copper, steel. The guys that are sophisticated enough to create the right packages, but not able to sell directly to consumers, and that's what I do. I've been doing that for many years. How we're trying to start doing it here.
Our community development director will give you your card. And if you give her your information,
Okay,
I think that she'll be able to work and give you the information you need.
okay, great, wonderful.
And
Thank you.
if you want, this is my card, because I'm very familiar with Monroe and
Okay.
what's going on there, and we can talk.
Okay, wonderful, thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay, now, I'm gonna ask that we have a little bit of change to venue, because our captain, our third captain, is here. He has to wait about 10 minutes.
And the address.
Now, if this was Steve, we wouldn't get it done in 10 minutes. But I know that Captain Brian is gonna be a lot swifter, so come on up, Captain.
Good evening, Honorable Mayor, Council, staff. Thanks for having me here again. My name is Brian Baer, Battalion Chief, Battalion 8, serving the city of Stanton. Here for the monthly report. I'm sure the biggest questions on your mind right now are kind of the reason why I gotta jump on a conference call at 7 p.m. So I appreciate you expediting my arrival up here. Just a quick update, what's going on out there. There's approximately 1,000 firefighters. Fire started yesterday at about 1 p.m. It is now crested over the main divide and starting to drop down in Riverside County. Got numerous evacuations in place, both in Orange County up off Ortega, and then also in Riverside County as well. From our agency's perspective, this is one of the huge things about having being associated with a large department. You may not think that you feel it here, but in actuality, we have the ability, like last night or yesterday, we were able to reconfigure engine 46 into a full paramedic engine. And so we never had any lapse in paramedic or engine service to the city of Stanton. So it was great having that fourth person on that fire. We also have stood up our Type 3 incident management team so we can handle the incident within our own department. We do have a tremendous amount of support and help from our partnering agencies here in Orange County, and then also adjacent counties as well, especially CAL FIRE. Also of note is that we have a large fire going on in Arrowhead area and then in LA County as well. So we've got a big drawdown all across the region. We're all fighting for air resources and sharing them appropriately. So it's going to be a long week or 2 weeks, who knows? And then it's also a testament to the commitment of all of our firefighters. You know, they're in it for a long haul here, both the ones on the line and the ones in the station. So being able to backfill upwards of 40 to 50 apparatus in a span of 24 hours has been exceptional. Moving on, as far as emergency responses, over August, we had 372 total incidents. We had 9 fires, 347 EMS calls, 16 for hazardous condition calls for service, and no significant incidents to report, other than an AC belt that went out yesterday here. It's good to see some of you guys. And I will say that your guys' evacuation process was very efficient, great job. Community events in August on the 9th, we had, it was the Stanton National Night Out with Chief Perez, Engine 46, and one of our educators, Milton Nera. And then also on August 22nd, we had Chief Doman, myself, Captain Subiziak, Amparo Garcia, Engine 46 and Medic 46, at the Stanton's Employee Luncheon event. Thank you for inviting us. It was a great time, and we greatly appreciate it. Safety message for last month was centered around outdoor activities, as well as the ABCs of water safety. We had a robust social media presence regarding those 2 messages. And our upcoming event in the city of Stanton is the Stanton Family Resource Center open house event on Friday, September 13th. So if there's any other questions that you have, I'm available.
You received recently 2 new helicopters.
Correct.
Are they operational?
Correct. So they're Firehawks. They have the capacity to carry 1,000 gallons of water as opposed to the 300 that our Bells had. And they are up and running for in-county responses. We still have to have one of the Bells. They're only for fire operations. So we can't do remote rescues, hoist rescues, or anything like that. So we still
fight the fires out there now.
Yes, they're out there. And then we also have the QRF, which is, there's 3 helitankers that have upwards of 3,000 gallons each. And they're a regional resource provided by Edison. And then they also comes with a Helco platform, or basically an aerial supervisor that we all share amongst the region.
So how's the fire going?
It's going. There was still some pretty extreme fire behavior today. I haven't had any direct contact with any of the crews out there. It's been quite a whirlwind trying to coordinate and shuffle units around to provide coverage throughout the county. But yeah, last I heard is that it crossed over Ortega and then also over the main divide. And that terrain up there is extremely, there's heavy vegetation and it's very steep, difficult to access. We've got large air tankers and lots of air assets up there as well.
Thank you very much for answering.
Thank you. Take care and thanks for having me.
Thank you. Okay, moving on. We have written communication. Is there any initiated business? Any authority? Yes, go ahead.
An announcement, on this Sunday, September 15th, from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the Stanton Central Park, we are having our 5th annual Mid Autumn Festival. That's myself, State Senator Josh Newman, as well as the Odyssey Autism Foundation. So I welcome everyone in the community to join us. There'll be 1,000 free moon-cakes, lanterns, boba, as well as several nonprofits and government agencies setting up a booth, including the FRC. We also have State Library coming out. We have Cancer Foundation, we have Vector Control, as well as several other folks coming out to pass out resources. Come on over, 10 to noon this Sunday at Stanton Central Park.
Thank you, Alex. Chief, can I ask Chief Ryan, I would like to ask you if you those with a little comment on what we did as a group in the presentation for the Sheriff's Department building.
Oh, we check presentation.
Oh,
Chief
check
Pierce,
that.
if you can give us an update from your perspective.
Thank you.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor and council members. Yes, this week we received the $1 million check from Congressman Luke Correa's office on behalf of the city, so for station renovations. We're very grateful to have received, or for the city to have received that funding, and we're looking forward to working with the city to see what improvements we can make throughout the station.
Thank you. And if you would just kind of keep us posted on what is being fixed, that would be great. We want to make sure you get everything you need. Okay?
Absolutely. We've already done Caesar and myself have already done a walkthrough, pre-game, so to speak. So we started looking at some things and we'll be in constant contact.
I have the old jail bars if you want to go back in.
Outstanding. Don't ever lose those.
Okay, any other announcements? Okay, moving on, any future meeting things? Okay, any future stay? Citizen
Thank you, Mayor and Council. I have no items.
and our esteemed city manager.
Nothing this evening, thank you.
Okay, any questions? Any other business? Okay, I'll be adjourned. Have a great evening, be safe. I'm going home.